Well, here we are again with Turbo Bob's Bicycle Blog, and I'm with the iZip E3 Path Plus. This bike's new for 2014. Got some great features. I thought today'd be a good day to talk about the control system and how it works and how you will affect the way the bike rides with it. So let's take a look at that. And they've really done some nice new things on this bike for this year, and in a lot of ways the control system works and acts a lot like a lot of e-bikes with this type of system, but this one's real specific. And let me kind of show you what we got going on. So over here is our keypad, and by holding, you don't have to take your hands off the grips to use it. We got these 5 buttons to play with. Okay, so the cruise control, we'll talk about that. This toggles our pedelec modes. This one turns the lights on. The optional lights aren't on here, but it will do the backlighting. This is your on-off button, and this one is your information mode to jump through. So to turn it on, we just hold the on-off button for about 3 seconds. Our display will come to life. And the same way to turn it off, you hold that about 3 seconds, it turns off. Now right now it tells us we're in throttle only mode, gives us our speedometer reading and our battery level. Now as we go through our modes, it's the I button, information. The next one shows our odometer, got about 60 miles in this bike so far. Push it one more time, it's going to show our distance since the last time I reset it, about 1.5 miles. And in our final setting, this tells us our range, our estimated range. In throttle only mode, it's kind of hard to say, but what we will find as we toggle through our pedelec modes, and we'll talk about it in a second. Now we're in pedelec mode 1, the least powerful, 34 miles of range available right now. Okay, so let's get out of that mode, back to speedometer. Now this is our pedelec mode button. Now as we toggle through that, we'll toggle back to throttle only. Now we're in throttle only, and in throttle only the cruise control can be activated, and we'll do that when we ride. And this is your automatic pedelec button. So right now we're in throttle only, and automatic pedelec level 1, that's the least amount of level. It comes on automatically and turns off when you quit pedaling. And then we have the different modes. Now also, when you are in the automatic pedelec modes, you can overcome that and add more power with the throttle anytime. So let's do a little riding. I'm going to be switching the camera back and forth from different hands, so hopefully that doesn't freak you out too much. Okay, so right now we're in throttle only mode, and that's what I'm doing. You can't really hear the motor running at all. It's really quiet. This bike has an incredible smooth start. It's never jumpy, very smooth and nice. Okay, so as I pedal, here's our shifting right here. Downshift. You can shift, downshift several at a time, upshift one at a time. So that's real nice there. Okay, so it's time to change hands with the camera. Get ready. Here we go. Now, let's go into our pedelec modes. We push this button here, and we toggle pedelec mode 1, and now as I'm pedaling, the motor comes on automatically at about 10 miles an hour. You see I'm pedaling. When I quit pedaling, the motor turns off. Start pedaling, it comes on. You really can't feel it or hear it, or I can feel it, but you can't hear it. Okay, as we toggle to mode 2, it gives us a little more assist, so as we pedal, it gives a little extra speed. Well, we're doing 13 now. Go to 3, more power. 4, that's your maximum power, and that'll get us going pretty fast. Okay, so basically in any of those modes, you can add more power with the throttle anytime. So let's go to throttle only mode. So I'm going to switch hands again. Okay, so now I'm back to using just the throttle, and I can control the power and add just a little or a lot. And in this mode is when I can use the cruise control. So this is going to be a little weird as I do this, but so we're doing about 12 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. I'm going to reach down and push the cruise control button. Okay, now a big C comes on, and the bike will hold the speed I selected just fine. So right now the big C is on there, and the bike is doing about, not quite 11 miles an hour. Now at any time, if I want to turn off the cruise, I can pull the brake handle, either one of them, that'll shut it off. Or if I want to, I can just add more power, and that also shuts off the cruise control, but allows it a little bit more power so you can control it. So at any time in throttle mode, once you're at a speed you like, you can push the cruise control, and it'll lock in and keep that speed steady. Well, hopefully that explains it. Now, I do want to mention, you're watching this on YouTube, but if you got any questions or comments, you can make comments there. But if you got questions about what I'm talking about on the YouTube stuff, just hit me up on my Facebook page. Same name, Turbo Bob's Bicycle Blog. It's so much easier to converse with you there and answer the questions that you got on these bikes and stuff. So I would recommend that. So there it is, the iZip E3 Path Plus, 48 volts, double the power of last year, 500 watts, double the voltage, double the fun. Got some great features. A lot like last year, but a little redesign and just really a lot nicer. I got to tell you, this is a smooth cruising bike. It's more like a regular bicycle than just about anything you're going to find on the market nowadays. Fantastic fun. Alright, well, hope that explains all the controls and a little bit about the bike. Thanks for watching.